Hey guys, Max here from Fantasy Forge. Today I'm going to be bringing you an unboxing and a book that's really important to me and kind of some tips on what's going on with this and where it's running in the future. So first, this is the Batman Beyond 1. It's called a special edition type thing. It was brought from Warner Brothers when they were doing the actual Batman Beyond animated show back in the 90s. And so what this is almost promotional. They did 3 runs of this. They did this original one, was kind of the special edition, and then they did another one with, see, the first print, it has a UPC, it has a barcode, and the other one just has a white space, a white rectangle, and the other one was a Six Flags promotional item that was given out. They're all lower prints, but what's important about this book is that it's the first Batman Beyond print. That's why everyone's kind of looking at this. So first I'm gonna open this up.
The new boy. Ears are too long and I missed the cape.
Why I said this was important to me is because when I was a kid, I was younger, right? And I always remember on the TV show they had Batman the Animated Series, the Justice League show, and Batman Beyond playing, and it was one of my favorite shows as a kid. It was really cool, and it was kind of made Batman the hero I love today. I thought Kevin Conroy's interpretation of the character was awesome, and Mark Hamill's Joker. So here's the bubble wrapped book in its glory. Let's bust this baby open. I see that the seller did an exceptional job. So here it is, Batman Beyond #1, DC Comics It's the first comic book appearance of Terry McGinnis. So this isn't the first in DC continuity. What it is, it's the kind of the first in print media at all. As I said earlier, it's from 1999, right? It's got that classic Bruce Timm cover. A lot of people refer to call it the DC animated universe as the Bruce Timm universe. It's really awesome. I have a lot of nostalgia with this book. It's the Batman that I grew up with. Kevin Conroy, of course, is old Bruce Wayne. Then you have Terry McGinnis. The series followed closely to the show, what was going on, and it's a lot of the same there. So it's an awesome book. We got this at a 9.6. There's a drastic difference between 9.6s, 9.8s, and everything else too. This is awesome. This is the book. And it's funny, we got a Pop-Tarts ad on the back. Find the Golden Rat Pop-Tarts, not sponsored. Well, so this is the book. Right? Use the box and put it right here for the time. Ding, get rid of this trash. And so you're wondering, Max, what's this book going for? Why'd you get it? And so the reason I got it, right, is because as we get closer and closer to the DC fandom, which is going to be in August, I think the 22nd. Don't trust me on that, but I think it is. We're getting all these rumors, kind of leaks. And what I use to monitor it is I'm a Reddit junkie. I'm looking through all that stuff. So there's r/DCEU leaks. And this is where I first heard about it. I don't know. So if I went back about a month ago, really, talks about Michael Keaton, the Batman. He basically made the superhero genre that it's become today from Batman 1989. And that's what a lot of the DC animated shows were based on. Well, Keaton's older now. We saw him recently in Spider-Man Homecoming as the Vulture. And now there's rumors coming back that through Flashpoint or whatever, they're going to bring Keaton back in a role similar to Nick Fury in the Avengers. And I love that. I really do. I thought Keaton's been one of the best, especially with Jack Nicholson as Joker. I'm still a Kevin Conroy boy. Just because I thought he was Batman. But Michael Keaton's big, too. I think that's awesome. I like that better than Ben Affleck. I didn't really like Ben Affleck as Batman. He didn't feel much like him, but I see why some fans do. but this is big. So 28 days ago, right? This is the 20th now, so this is kind of June, late June. Comes out that this guy's Michael Keaton's coming back, right? A few days before, we had heard that rumors of a Flashpoint movie and how we might get Thomas Wayne back with the guy who plays Negan from The Walking Dead. And so then all of a sudden it just blew up. We got all these rumors on Twitter. We got it on Reddit. It started trending on Twitter. Michael Keaton was Batman. Fans were rejoicing. It was a big deal. We got this. We're hearing about it. Nothing's definite for sure yet until we get an official announcement. But the strong rumor is that Keaton's coming back in the DC universe. I think the extended universe is what they call it. And we'll hear about that at DC Fandom. If it's true. So we're hearing all about this Michael Keaton Batman, and they're saying that he's an older guy. He'll take more of a mentor role, a la Nick Fury, as I said previously. And then there's rumors about Batman Beyond. People love it's a great character, and he hasn't been used in media. There's been rumors about Arkham Batman games with Batman Beyond, and now that we have an older Batman who's a complete badass in the universe, it makes sense for us to bring back Terry McGinnis and have him. So if you look at the sales previously, right, 9.6s were selling for $350, 9.4 were selling for $200, 9.6s honestly sold from $350 to like not $520, but like kind of $5. That's pretty much the max from that range, not much. And then we have a 9.6, and we just got this recently, as I saw the unboxing. And 9.6s now are selling for over $500. Sometimes you'll get a fluke, and it'll be a little bit lower, but it's going to be over $500 for sure. So we have a high sale of $550 for the 9.6, and then beforehand, there were a lot of 9.2s that were selling for higher 200s, mid to higher 200s. Really, before this news, there wasn't that many like higher grade copies. Like you get the occasional I think of some 8s, you get some lower 9s, 9.2s, 9.4s. And then some 9.8s, and the 9.8s were selling for $8. I have one for $890, one for $900. The kind of the day the rumors started coming out. Now 9.8s are selling. One sold for $1,550 for best offer. That's a big deal. It's best offer too. We don't know what for sure that sold for. Another one sold for $1,358 recently, and what we've seen now is an influx of ungraded copies. These guys are saying, "Oh." Looking at Twitter, Michael Keaton, Batman Beyond, what? And they're like, oh, I do have that book, that special edition book. Let me go bust that out of the storage. And so they're busting out these ungraded copies. A lot of them are higher grades because they're more of a recent book, 1999. I mean, it's hard to think that was, 21 years ago? That's crazy. I wasn't alive then, but it's pretty cool. And so a lot of ungraded. So ungradeds were selling for recently today, $525. $425 best offer, which is kind of low on the end. Another ungraded went for $525, and they're really going mid $450 really to kind of lower 500s, which is interesting because we got this guy for around $550. We got a deal on an auction, and it was pretty good as things kind of started hyping up because it kind of. News came out, then it was kind of a little wave, there wasn't much, and then it goes boom, and there was an influx of ungraded and some few graded copies, I think 9.4s, 9.6s, 9.2s. So we got this guy, and I'm really excited. I think that if they do a Batman Beyond universe, it's something new, it's not it is a different Batman, but it's not the same Batman we've been seeing Bruce Wayne with for the past whatever years, 30 years, really. So, and people love Michael Keaton. It's kind of been dreary, and who was it? It was Tim Burton who did the Batman '89 movies and Batman Returns. Kind of brought a different side to Batman. It was exciting. It was a great time. I remember watching those as a kid, and so people think we got an old Batman who everyone loves, play him in, right? And then we'll have a new Batman. So Batman can be doing these team ups and stuff, and. So that's where Batman Beyond comes in. I think it's really cool. I mean, personally, I love the cover. I love Bruce Timm art. He's really good. I grew up on the style. I grew up on the shows. And I think this is a big book. So this is my Spec book right now. I think this is has a lot of potential, really. Because we saw the recent Miles Morales jump for Ultimate Fallout number 4, and that was just, what was that? That was just the video game announcement. I mean, we had Into the Spider-Verse number 2 kind of kicked off a little bit, but it was mainly with the video game announcement. And we also see Warner Brothers doing a new Arkham game. Well, a Batman game, really. There's a lot of rumors and stuff. And that's expected to be announced at the DC Fandom, too. So, I mean, if we're going by the video game thing, it could be a Batman Beyond tied with this guy. And so I think there's a lot of potential, and I'd hop on it now. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video and like kind of my tips and whatever. And check out for those deals. We give you the information. Keep on forging, guys. Max out.